The history of the Islamic and Arabic-speaking world is marked by an enigmatic work, Shams al-Maarif, or the Sun of Knowledge. This book has gained notoriety as the most dangerous and feared text in the realm of occult sciences, yet also holds reverence as a source of spiritual and esoteric wisdom. Some believe that merely possessing a copy of this book can invite malevolent forces that disrupt one's life. In this exploration, we seek to unravel the mysteries of this controversial text. Who wrote it and what secrets does it contain? Join us on a journey to unlock the enigma of this enigmatic, mysterious work and stay with us until the very end. The authorship of Ahmed al-Buni. Ahmed al-Buni, a name synonymous with magic and the occult, plays a central role in the history of the Shams al-Maarif. Born as Abu Abbas, Ahmad ibn Ali ibn Yusuf al-Qureshi al-Buni, he lived during the late 12th century and into the mid-13th century. While al-Buni is often portrayed as a magician, his life's trajectory takes a different turn. In his later years, he ascended to prominence as a Sufi master in Cairo, Egypt. There, he nurtured a circle of devoted disciples, guiding them in the mystical path of Sufism. These disciples engaged in Sufi practices such as dhikr, remembrance of God, and khalwa, spiritual retreats. Such was al-Buni's influence that even after his passing, his tomb became a revered pilgrimage site, reflecting his elevated status as a Sufi teacher, perhaps even perceived as a saint or wali. The writings of al-Buni, beyond the veil of Sufism. Al-Buni's literary legacy traverses the terrain of Sufism, encompassing writings that share the ethos of many works in the Sufi tradition. These writings delve into the stages of the Sufi path, the practice of invoking divine names, and the spiritual significance of reciting these sacred names. However, al-Buni's literary oeuvre also takes a divergent path. Embedded within his writings are elements of the occult, exploring topics often associated with esotericism, if not the contentious realm of magic. These aspects of his work have attracted attention and curiosity, even though al-Buni might never have used the term magic himself. The original Shams al-Maarif. The conundrum surrounding the Shams al-Maarif lies in its origins and its content. While the original text penned by al-Buni exists, it is not the shams that has captivated the world's imagination. The discrepancy emerges. Why is this book both celebrated and feared worldwide? And what mysteries does it conceal? The crux of the Shams al-Maarif is the theory of the science of letters, a concept prevalent in the writings of medieval mystics. This theory posits that Arabic letters possess inherent, occult powers associated with cosmic or metaphysical principles. These letters are intertwined with the throne of God or the planetary spheres, and since they constitute the names of God, they possess formidable power suitable for various spiritual practices and the crafting of talismans. The book ventures into the science of letters and its practical applications. It also introduces topics that encompass the world of jinn, the names of jinn captured by the Prophet Solomon, the nature of angels, and hands-on guidance for constructing cryptographic symbols referred to as alphabets or cryptograms, magic, occultism, or Sufism. The term magic carries a contentious and adverse connotation in the Islamic world. A different terminology, such as ruhaniya or spiritual work, is often used to denote practices that appear akin to magic but differ fundamentally. The distinction lies in the source of power. Using the divine attributes and powers of God differs markedly from invoking entities or forces beyond God. Sufi circles did teach these esoteric practices, but such teachings were guarded and divulged only to the initiated. Al-Buni's unique contribution was to inscribe these practices in his writings, intended exclusively for the elite Sufi audience capable of comprehending their profound meanings. The Boan Legacy. The enigmatic reputation of Ahmed al-Buni and the Shams al-Maarif stemmed from the posthumous impact of his writings. Beyond his role as a Sufi teacher and master, al-Buni posthumously ascended to the status of an authority in occult sciences. An unusual achievement as such, knowledge was typically disseminated orally. The respect and recognition he received reflect that his works were not unequivocally rejected or deemed heretical by most religious scholars or intellectuals of his time. His writings resonated with a wide spectrum of society, including religious figures, scholars, political leaders, aristocrats, mystics, and philosophers. Shams al-Maarif al-Kubra. The composite tome research has shown that the Shams al-Maarif first appears in the 17th century, and its contents are radically different from the medieval Shams al-Madev, actually traceable to Ahmed al-Buni himself. So, what's going on here? What is this book? The scholarly consensus today is that the Shamsubra is a compilation created by one or multiple writers, even though it seems to be a core portion of the text that actually comes directly from al-Buni's different occult writings, including, of course, the original Shamsil Ma'arif, but a large part of the work. Probably the majority of the work is from elsewhere, probably from later writings by figure in that what we call the Bunian tradition that had developed over the centuries. The Shams had a complex and intricate cosmology where everything is connected to everything else. Now, the book isn't always terribly consistent in its ideas, which is one of the main reasons we can be sure that it is a compilation. But nonetheless, there is an intricate system of threads where everything from the divine names, the letters that make them up, the stars and heavenly spheres, the human soul and every other aspect is a part. When you read the book, you will find sections about the powers of the Arabic letters, how the 28 letters of the Arabic alphabet are connected to the 28 mansions of the moon, as well as specific planetary spheres. This is all connected to the 4 elements, the signs of the zodiac, different angels, and much else. It is really esoteric stuff where, as we've said, everything has a correspondence to everything else. Numbers also play a major role, especially in the construction of talismans and magical objects and instructions, for which can be found in the text, especially in the form of gematria. Secrets Unveiled, the power of the book, the Shams al-Maarif unearths profound insights, empowering practitioners to invoke spiritual and worldly benefits alike. It delves into the potency of Arabic letters, correlating the 28 letters of the Arabic alphabet with the 28 lunar mansions and distinct planetary spheres. Each element is interwoven with the zodiac signs, angelic entities, and an intricate web of cosmic correspondences. Numerology plays a pivotal role, particularly in crafting talismans and magical artifacts, offering instructions in the form of gematria. According to the Shams, this knowledge can be harnessed for both spiritual enlightenment and earthly desires. It provides instructions for captivating hearts, healing ailments, or even, regrettably, causing harm to adversaries. The author, while unveiling these arcane practices, also issues caution, emphasizing that all actions will be weighed in the balance of the Day of Judgment. These practices, though disclosed, come with a moral and spiritual responsibility. The pious thread. Shams al-Maarif straddles the line between spirituality and practicality, catering to spiritual as well as worldly concerns. Beneath the mystique of the Shams al-Maarif, one discerns a profoundly pious foundation. It instructs on how to make people like you, cure ailments, or even harm one's adversaries. However, the book also cautions against using these practices, emphasizing that all actions will be judged on the Day of Judgment. The central focus of the book remains rooted in Islamic themes, such as divine names, the Quran, and the letters comprising it, even as it explores esoteric interpretations. While the book guides readers on summoning benevolent jinn through the divine power of God, it also underscores the need for caution, as misguided practices may inadvertently beckon malevolent forces. The protective invocation of God through the recitation of the Bismillah and the writing of his sacred names remains a constant refrain, a blessing or a curse. Intriguingly, Shams al-Maarif remains a source of fascination and apprehension. Its intricate cosmology connects the mundane and the metaphysical, the sacred and the profane. Whether a blessing or a curse, the text has left an indelible mark on the realms of occult sciences and spirituality. It challenges our understanding of the intersections between Sufism, mysticism, and the enigmatic world of the esoteric. As we conclude this journey through the veiled pages of Shams al-Maarif, we invite you to share your thoughts. Is this book a treasure trove of wisdom or a perilous gateway to the unknown? As we have reached the end of today's video, we eagerly await your comments and insights. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell for future updates. Thank you for joining us.